What is up, Critics? Welcome back to the series where I recustomize and review past DLC vehicles that didn't have the best overall quality before late 2020. So as always guys, feel free to let me know down below in the comments what car you want to see me recustomize next, and I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video we're going to be customizing the BF Club, which I customized / reviewed back in 2020 when it released. So the club released with the Los Santos Summer Special Update in August of 2020 and is available from the Summer San Andreas website for a price of just under 1.3 million. Now this car is in the compacts class, and that's a lot of money for a car in that class. In fact, it's the most expensive one in that class. It even costs more than the Brioso RA with the HSW upgrade, which has a base price of about 1.25 million. But this little car is arguably the best handling front wheel drive car in the entire game. It's insane how much grip this little car has. It's a ton of fun to zip around in traffic in because of the size and the handling and just throwing it into corners in general. Plus it's got great customization as well. And when HSW is off, it is the undisputed king for pretty much every track. It's just a really good car overall, and that's why it's so expensive. Now, in terms of what the club is based on, it's primarily based on the VW Golf Mark 1. I think Rockstar did a fantastic job on the design of this thing. It looks very obvious as the Golf. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out the customization of the club. Alright, BF Club, let's do it. Okay, we got armor, and then we got bodywork. So you got sticker bomb front panels, carbon, and then here you have the sort of rear panels. So you have the trunk, you have the doors, interesting, trunk and doors, and you have carbon trunk, carbon doors, and then carbon trunk and doors. So you can like carbon or sticker bomb most of this car. That's pretty funny, but we're not going to do any of that. Brakes, front bumpers, so you can remove the front bumper. You can do a chrome version of a stock bumper. You can do a low-level bumper. You can do the full bumper, which I like this one a lot with the front splitter. Then you got the carbon racing bumper, which is a carbon lip with like a chrome bumper with some carbon trim. Okay. Mounted oil cooler with the bumper delete and a splitter. Then you got like a racing kit with the oil cooler and a different style bumper. And then competition, which is a different sort of system there with a tow strap instead of a tow hook, carbon splitter and all that, and intercooler. Okay. Interesting. I like the full bumper a lot, so I think I'm gonna go with that. Rear bumpers, so you can remove the rear bumper completely. You can do the chrome version of a stock. You got the low level bumper, you got the full bumper, and you got the carbon racing bumper. So the full bumper would match our front. Yeah, that definitely matches our front. I do like the low level bumper a lot, but I guess we can go with this one, even though the exhaust is being kind of covered there. I guess we'll put this one for now and we'll see how it messes with the exhaust options. Engine, exhaust. Well, speaking of the exhaust, you got tuner, again, covered, chrome, track, chrome. Yeah, this is messing with the exhaust options. It's covering them quite a bit. Yeah, that's not ideal, is it? Let's put the low level bumper instead, and then we'll go back to the exhaust. Now we can see the exhaust properly. Look at that, much better. Yeah, I think we'll go with the chrome. I like the large exhaust, even though it's a little bit too big. Maybe the chrome performance. We'll do that. Fenders, so you got the half covers. Also, it adds another half a cover to it. Okay, and then you got the full covers. It's larger with the bolt. It looks like it's carbon. I can't really tell. Those are a little larger. They don't look too bad. Although I feel like I like the half covers maybe a little more. I don't like the little bolts on there, so I guess we'll go with the half covers. Headlight covers, so you got different tapes. Then you got the primary covers and primary lids. Interesting. sticker bomb, and then carbon. Crazy options this car has. A different hood, so you can remove the hood if you want. Then you got the sticker bomb, carbon. Then you got the low level vented. I like that one a lot. You got the club racing hood, twin vented, competition with the hood pins. And then you got the skinned hood, which is just like the skin of a really, really strange, like the frame of a hood there. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with the low vented, or the level vented, but I like that one a lot. Lights, I'm gonna keep the stock ones. Liveries, so you got the retro stripes, definitely very retro. You got the halftone flames, and you got the Jackal Retro, which is my favorite livery for this car. I absolutely love this one. It looks, it's just it's not too much. I think it's like the perfect blend of stripes and little decals here and there. It's just a really nice livery. You got the stickered down. Then you got the Los Santos Custom. That's a nice one too. Some pinstripes and stuff, like a really light blue. Got the gold racing. Then you got different liveries, military panels and camos and war plane livery. Then you got different rust liveries. Very, very cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Jackal Retro livery. Love that one. Plates. Do my black portable plate there. Respray. So for this, I was contemplating many different colors like reds and blues, but I feel like I do that quite often, so I want to do something a little bit different. So I went ahead and I went to our crew hex sheet from our Discord server, and I picked one of the hex colors on there. I wanted basically a very light pale yellow, somewhere between a cream and a yellow, which I think looks really good on a car like this, especially with this livery. First we'll do matte black to get rid of the pearl, and then here we go. There's the, look at that. I think it's perfection on this car. Like, it's not too yellow and it's not too much of a cream either. It's like somewhere in between, and I think it just looks really good on this car. It'll look a lot better once we change the wheels, but I really like that. So we did there. Your secondary color is going to be the flares, and that's pretty much it. So we have the halftone ones. I think matte black might match the best. Actually, no, it's more like maybe well, I don't have a crew black here, maybe just regular black. It's like a worn black. It's a really weird, the texture doesn't match even when we do matte black. We might have to put the other flares, because I don't like the paint, and then the other, yeah, even though the other flares aren't the best looking, the fenders, but I think we're gonna have to do the full covers so it all kind of matches. Okay, so we did the respray, and the emblem for this car goes on the hood. Roof, so you got window louvers, which typically I don't like, but I think it does look pretty cool in this car. You got a chrome roof rack, you got a custom roof rack in black. Then you got the mobile rave station, so the rooftop speakers, and these actually do work. So you have music playing, and then you hop out of the car, depending on what station you want, you put it on there, you hop out of the car, and then you go to the interaction menu and you turn the car back on, and boom, the music that you were listening to will be playing outside the car, which is kind of cool. So cool little feature there. Then you got the competition tires, which looks hilarious on my little car. An entire set of tires up there on the roof. I'd like the louvers, so we'll do that. Spoilers, so definitely very important. This will give you a traction benefit, so highly recommend putting any of these on here. So you got the plastic roof wing, you got the primary roof wing, which I like, very subtle. Then you got a plastic drift wing, which is angled completely crazy there. Sticker bomb and primary color versions and carbon of that. Then you got the primary competition wing, which looks pretty good if you want something a bit, well, quite more noticeable there. Then you got the performance wing. Craziness. We'll do the primary roof wing there. Sun strips, if you want to do one of the sun strips, but these are not just sun strips. They also included like panel covers in these options. So if you want to cover the back up, you can do that. Sticker bomb, then you got sticker bomb version of that, and then carbon version of that. Wow, you can really sticker bomb this, like, most of this car. That's kind of funny. Suspension. So, suspension options go pretty crazy. This thing, I mean, it gets very, very low. I mean, look at the difference between stock and competition. It's quite insane. That's a major, major difference. I like street suspension personally. I feel like, you know, these are just way, way too low. So we'll do that. Transmission, turbo, wheels. So this to me, you know, gives the biggest impact on looks on this car. I'm gonna go to the street category, and I'm gonna throw on here the Cosmo Mark IIIs. I think these look phenomenal on this car, especially in black. And look at that. That's a very, very good looking BF Club. Windows, we do some light smoke tints, and there she is, all done. Absolutely love it. Alright, exit to ground, we'll take it for a drive. Oh, so happy with that. That's definitely what I had in mind for color, and oof, yes man, that color in the sun is awesome. I'm genuinely really, really happy with the way this turned out. That is nice, man. That's awesome. I love it. It's like in the shade, it looks more like yellow. And then direct sunlight, it looks more like a cream. Awesome, awesome color for this car. I'll leave the hex to the color in the description, by the way, guys. So we got the interior reused here from like the Fudo. There's some back seats there too. Alright, floor it. You got a little bit of wheel spin, but that's pretty much it. This thing is, like I was talking about earlier, it's an absolute grip machine. Thing is insane, the amount of grip that it has, and it's very quick too. I mean, the turn-in is like immediate. The steering response, insanely good steering response, and then it just hugs the corners. It's very, very good. Definitely the best handling compact class vehicle by far. And even over the bumps and stuff, it's pretty stable. There are some occasions where it can step out on you, but it's very rare. This thing is, see right there, but I mean, it's easily savable. I mean, it gives you tons of time to correct it. I mean, you have to remember, this is not in the sports class, even though the way it performs, you know, this is a car you would think would be in the sports class, but it's not. It's in the compact car class, so. An absolute little beast, this thing. Love, love, love the way it handles. Definitely the best handling front wheel drive car in the entire game. I think most of us can agree. It's quite impressive. Most front wheel drive cars in this game, they don't really handle all that great. A great example of that is the Segoy just handles like absolute garbage. This thing, however, wow, it is incredible. Little bumps there, but it's nice because you can feel the back end is sort of loose in the corners at times depending on the bumps. But then what I like about this car, because it's front wheel drive, you know, you add the acceleration, you accelerate back into it, you know, you apply the throttle and it straightens it out because the front wheels are pulling you straight again. So it's a really interesting driving experience. I like it a lot. It's very different compared to the rear wheel drive cars in game. Ton of fun to throw around in the corners and mess around with. Absolutely love this thing. Alright, squeeze through here. Tiny little car, and open all the doors and stuff like we always do. Wish it didn't have that damage, but alright, so manage vehicles, preferences, and doors. Everything opens up there. As you can see, we saw the engine model earlier because of the no hood options. There's the interior, and the trunk opens up. It's got like a little cover back here. Very interesting. I mean, I genuinely, I love this car. I really do. It's like a sleeper. How well it handles and the performance and all that. Obviously, most people know by now how fast it is in the compact car class. You know, it's the best non-HSW car in the class for track performance. The Brioso RA, handling is not that great. It's very, very inconsistent. You know, it's fast and everything, especially with the HSW. That's why it's the king of the class. You know, in straight lines, it's an absolute beast. But in the corners, it's very, very sketchy. It doesn't really have the best handling, and it's very inconsistent. So if you have an extremely corner-intensive track where it's corner after corner after corner with like no straightaways, this car can in fact beat the HSW Brioso on tracks like that. So it's just really track dependent. But obviously in most track situations, the HSW Brioso is gonna beat this car just because of, you know, the power difference. I mean, if this thing had HSW, this would be so, I would love to drive this thing with HSW. That would be a ton of fun. I would love that. I feel like that's all it needs, just like a little more power, because it already has, you know, the grip and all that. It would be a ton of fun. You know, front wheel drive, all that power would be insane. But yeah, definitely let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of the BF Club. You should definitely buy one if you don't already own one. And as always, what vehicles you want to see me recustomize from late 2020 and older that I haven't recustomized again yet. I have extended it to 2020 before it was 2019. But I mean, as time goes on, you know, it's been about 5 years now. I usually like to keep it in that 5-year range, and we're kind of approaching that, and I figure we should just sort of continue the series till the 2020 vehicles, and then sort of like end it there before GTA 6 releases. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.